So last weekend, I had the opportunity of a lifetime. If you know of hair transformations or are interested in coloring your hair, you probably know of Guy Tang's work. And when I got the email that he and his team wanted me to be his male model for the Toronto ABA show, kind of blew me away. Today's video is going to be a mixture of a vlog and a tutorial because I wanted to not only teach you guys about the process of what we did, but also show you a little bit of a backstage pass into really what goes into creating these sort of crazy performances on stage. He's going to refresh the blonde, make it look like beachy,
natural,
which is the goal hopefully.
Yeah, that's the goal because I launched this Balayage lightener, so I'm going to utilize it on him on stage. I'm going to show him a technique where how we can balayage men's hair quick, easy, efficient, and get that blended flow and still look masculine and not overdo it, because I don't want to overdo it on him, you know? I just want something kind of, you know, like you said, natural.
To say that day one was a whirlwind is a bit of an understatement. Once we got to the convention center, it was full speed ahead. We had to go backstage and get prepped because we were going to be put on the main stage in only a couple of hours, and he had 3 female models and myself to work with. So for the first day, he wanted to do a few things to me before he would go in for the second day because he's going to be processing my hair twice. Usually most people don't do this because you're afraid of damaging the hair, but he was using a clay-based lightener that he developed with Pravana called his Pure Light series, and he also mixed in the color with Olaplex to make sure that the hair bonds of my hair were repaired as he was going in with the lightener. Before he brought me on stage, he cut my hair to give myself a bit more of a square edged cut to add a little bit more dimension for the look. He wanted to take some off the sides, and that way he would leave enough on the top that when he colored, you'd see a lot of impact. When he brought me on stage, it was pretty cool to experience using a clay lightener. I've never had one done on me before. And the great thing is that clay lighteners take about 45 minutes to process, so that's enough time being on stage to not damage my hair. Plus, once it's done its job, it basically dries and your hair is good to go until you shake off the clay, go in with some toner, and wash everything out.
Okay, so day one is finished. I'm stoked. My hair feels amazing. This isn't as light as we're going. We're going to go a little bit lighter tomorrow. He's bringing me back on stage for the crowd for day 2. So keep watching.
Day 2 was essentially building on what day 1 was, but instead of just kind of finishing the look off in the same way that we did in day 1, he wanted to go in again with the clay lightener, lighten it another round to make it even a little bit more pearlescent, and he actually shadow rooted my hair and used some toners to actually add some dimension. He used Pearl by Chroma Silk on the ends of my hair to add that bit of like whiteness to it, and he actually used ash on the roots to kind of create this like sort of 3-dimensional color. If you take a really good close look here, you can see that my hair almost blends and molds perfectly. The cool thing about the technique of what he did for coloring my hair is that he actually uses something called his diamonds in the sky technique, but he likes to section off areas of my hair in triangles so that when he paints it in, it doesn't look like there's any specific lines. It just looks like the hair was meant to always look this way, to always have this sort of color. He didn't touch the back of my head because he didn't want it to feel a little bit overbearing with so much color. This way it just feels like a really naturally flowing ombre of sorts with pearlescent hues of whites and light blondes and like brown, and it was a really, really amazing experience. He's going to be putting up a vlog / a video of his own on his channel, so make sure to check him out if you like really cool color transformations. It was an honor to be his model, and I hopefully will get to work with him one day again. He is so talented. If you guys like this video or have any specific questions about dyeing your hair blonde or bleaching, let me know in the comment box below. This was a very different technique that I've never had done to me before, so obviously it was exciting and I'm interested in definitely trying it again. But who knows? That's the cool thing about hair, it's always changing. Make sure to check out today's download in the description box below, and maybe I will see you on a dance floor or runway somewhere. Peace.